There once was a letter named Y, who was really a flexible guy. After vowels A, E, I, O, U, he knew what to do. He would stay a Y when a suffix came by, but if a consonant was there, he had to beware and change to an I. Oh my! So, we are going to be talking today about how Y changes, all right? That's our chameleon, right? Our Y is our chameleon. And vowel Y, right, we've talked about how it changes to the E, long E sound, or the I, short I sound, right? And like also the long I sound I, right? So it has lots of different things it does. Now, a suffix like ed, ing, right, just to name a couple that you'd really know off the top of your head, could change Y to a different letter completely. This is called our change rule, right? Words ending in Y will change. And here we're going to talk about some of that rule, right? And so I have some words here that end in Y that are that have a consonant in front of it, right? Notice that all of those have a consonant in front of it. A consonant is any letter that isn't a vowel. B, C, D, F, G, H, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, V, W, X, sometimes Y, but not in this case. We probably won't see that, and Z. Okay, so cry, study, deny, and bury. Okay, we have an I, an E sound, an I sound, and an E sound. Okay, so thinking about these, if we added ed, right, our suffix ed, we have a friend ed, right? We know ed. He says d, t, and id, right? So on here, if we added suffix ed to the end of cry, we would have to beware, because to add that ed, we're going to have to change that Y to an I. If we wrote this, that would change that Y sound. So we have to change it to an I. All right? Now, if we're thinking about suffix ing, ing, right? Well, for that, that's another vowel sound. So if you put an I there, well, that's weird. That won't work. You have to go ahead and leave it a Y. Okay? So we have cried and crying. Okay? So, just like the word study, right? So study, for ed, we would put studied, because we're dropping that Y, adding that I. But if we're doing ing, we do studying, right? We put that Y there because of that I in the ing. Okay? Deny. We drop the Y and add an I. Denied. Right? Denied, studied, cried. Okay? And then here you would put denying. Starting to get the picture? Bury. You would do drop the Y, add an I, buried. And for ing, you put burying. Okay? The reason for this is just like our Q and U, Y and ing, they love each other, right? They never want to let go. Okay? So when they're next to each other, Y's not going to change. Doesn't want to. Just loves it so much it wants to stay. Right? But, if it sees, ed or other suffixes, it's going to change because it's not that I. Okay? So We're going to take a look at these though. Now this is a vowel plus a Y. Now first of all, let's think about this. A vowel plus a Y is probably not going to say those special changing sounds because we're looking at, what does that sound say? It says A, right? Because A-Y, right? Y, when it changes, doesn't say A like that when we do our changing rule. So looking at vowel plus Y, if there's a vowel before that Y, it's not going to change to I, okay? So like the word delay, right? And so when we're looking at delay, we would not change anything, right? Delayed, delaying. Stays the same because that special little vowel before the Y makes it say, no, I don't want to change, right? Doesn't matter. And that Y doesn't say E, right? Or I or I. And so pray would be prayed, right? And pray, sorry, I'm doing this one on hand. Praying, okay? So again, remembering Y loves I. So stay with the Y loves I. Think about that when you're doing your changes. And that change rule is really important. Again, when you're thinking about words ending in Y. Remember these rules, guys, as you're thinking about Y changing to I. On your worksheet today, you'll be doing that and sending it to me, okay? Thanks, bye.